Hello friends, you're welcome to Queen's Fashion World channel today with me. I want to specially thank my subscribers. Thank you so very much for all your support. God bless you. And if today is your first time of tuning this channel, you are welcome. So do well to hit the subscription button and tap on the bell by the side to get notification whenever I upload a new video. On this channel, I upload a sewing tutorial every week. So today I will be teaching how to cut a peplum top. We have different type of peplum top, but this one I will be showing you how you can cut your peplum, gum it and sew it. This particular peplum fits almost every skirt. In fact, it fits every skirt. It fits 6 pieces, A-cut, dress skirt, any type of skirt. You can use this peplum. You can use it on trouser, anyone. This peplum can go for any skirt. So I'll be showing you how you can cut it. I have a measurement guide to show you. I have a 3 type of measurements. I have the half length from the shoulder to the half length where the peplum will start is 17 inches. I just write that to show you something. Then full length of the top is 26 inches. I have the waist circumference 36 inches. So these are the measurements I will be working with today. So when to cut a peplum, the first thing to calculate is the waist circumference. That is where you will join the peplum. You can call it half length circumference, you can call it waist circumference. So what I have here is 36 inches. So if I divide the 36 inches by 4, you have to divide the waist circumference into 4. If I divide this 36 into 4, that will give me 9 inches. So 9 inches is what I will use to cut this peplum now. This peplum I'm cutting is 360-degree flay. Ankara fabric for the top. Now, I'll first of all check the good side. This is the good side. Whenever you're to cut, you check the good side. If you're cutting with the fabric, I'll fold my fabric into 2 like this. So I fold my fabric like this into 2. I'm going to fold it again into 4. I can turn it this way so that I will see properly. I can turn it this way now so that we'll see the upper part very well. Now, this length, the first fold here is 17 inches. You have to make this one also to come to 17 inches. So what I have here is not up to. I will increase it again. I will increase this part again. Then I bring it like this to check. I think it's equal now. You're folding it like 4 corners now for beginners. Now it's unfold into 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's unfold. If you put it like this, you have it into 8 because it's a full flay. Now we'll first of all check the round, the circumference, the waist circumference now, which we divided 36 divided by 4, 9 inches. I will fold my tape like this to check the 9 inches. You see the one folding my tape? I hope you're seeing. You fold your tape like this, how you can get 9 inches. Just form a round. So from this point now where I mark chalk, I will now check to the upper part. What I have here is 5 1/4. So if I place my tape like this, I measure from where I mark chalk, I have 5 1/4. Yeah. So from that 5 1/4, I will just place my tape. I have a 17 inches. The half length from shoulder to half length 17 inches. So I will just bring my tape like this, minus the 17 inches to check the remaining fabric here. And the full length of this person is 26 inches. So if I add extra allowance, I will be using like 28 inches. So this fabric that I fold here is too much. I will not want to waste fabric because I don't have a more fabric again. So I'm going to fold it again. If you are cutting with a fabric, this is what you experience. You calculate. If it's not enough, you increase your fabric. If it's too much, you can reduce it. So I wanted to show you that. If not, I've already calculated what I would have used for this. But for beginners, I just want you to know that you can adjust it, you can increase it. So this is the size that I will be using for this particular person now. If you check, 16.5, this side 16.5. So the same thing to fold the round. How to get the round now, you just check the 9 inches. So I'm using this point here. I'll use 5 inches to mark. Let me use 5 inches. So if I use 5 inches, I'm going to use 5 inches throughout to mark from this angle here. 5 inches to mark the round all through, and I will connect it like this. Then after marking it, I will still have to check it carefully again, because it's 36 inches. 36 inches. So I will still check it very well again. Okay, what I have here is like 37.5, which is going to be okay when I open it, because it's a flare. When you open it, it will expand. So now I'm going to place my tape like this. This is the simplest part for beginners. You minus the upper part of the top. The upper part is 17 inches. I'll place my tape like this from this point and minus the 17 inches. The full length of the top is 26 inches. So I'll be using 28 inches first. So from this point now, I can now place it like this to get it. This is 11 inches. Where I mark the 28. If I check it single like this, without minus anything, is 11 inches. So I'm going to mark that 11 inches all round. I will mark it all round. We have different type of peplum. I just want to show you this one. If someone call you, say I want to make a peplum, the first thing in your mind should be this peplum now, this type I'm cutting, because this one fits every skirt, trouser, everything. This one is very good. But we have different type. With time, I'm going to bring it to you on this channel. So I want to cut it out now. I'm going to cut this upper part and cut this down part. Now I will open it like this. You see the flare? I'm going to check the measurements. I have 37 inches here. So if I open it to help me for the zipper allowance, or I can still trim ½ inch off from it. I added 2 inches at this lower part. What I needed for sewing allowance at the lower part is 1½ inch. ½ inch to join the upper part, 1 inch to turn the down. So I can choose to trim ½ inch off from the upper part. I can choose to leave it first. Now I open this one up. This is going to be the back. I'll place my peplum like this. This method that I'm showing you, if you try this method, your client is going to thank you, and you will thank me later. How to get fitting at the back? A lot of persons don't like their peplum to cover their butt. They like the peplum to stand on top of their butt. So to make it fit, you can reduce something from the back. This is the zipper allowance. Another thing you can do, you reduce something. So you can reduce something from the back. You can take away 1½ You can take away 1 inch from it. Depends the person. Now if you fold this into 2 like this, you will know that this is the side. This is the side of the peplum. I just notch it now for beginners. Now you connect your hand from this point. If you are using a 1 inch, I'm using the 1 inch now. I'll connect my hand and I find way to blend it. This is the side and this is the center front, you understand? Now blend my hand. From the side now, I will begin to curve my hand out. I will not allow you to get to the front. Just find a way to blend your hand and take away something from this back to make the peplum sit perfectly. This way, it will fit very well. So you see, the front and back is now, the front and back is not equal now. Another thing you do again, you take away zipper board, excuse me, you take away zipper board, just remove 1.5 inch from the zipper allowance. Now, if you watch some persons, if you're walking on the road, you see some persons that when they fix zip, the peplum will now cover the zip like this. So you have to remove the zipper board like this. You take away 1/2 inch, 1.5 inch rather, from the down part, and you cut it out like this. So when you fix the zip, your peplum will fit very well. So I'm going to cut out lining right now. Let me explain something to you before I forget. This 1 inch that I trimmed out from this back length like this, when you're taking measurements, you can also check the person, because depends the person. It's not everybody that you trim out. There are some persons that are, if you watch my measurements, how to take measurements, you see how I explained there, how you can take front and back. If you place your tape to take the length in front, like this, where the peplum will stop, also place your tape at the back to take the length at the back. So that is exactly what I did for this person. That is why I'm removing this 1 inch from the back. So check your client's measurement, check your measurement very well. If there will be no need of removing this 1 inch, you can leave it. Thank you. So see what I have here now. This is the fabric. I cut out a hairstyle for the fabric. This is hairstyle. I just use it to gum it. I cut out the same size of hairstyle and I use it to gum it. And this is the lining. I also cut a strong gum, a paper gum, the strong one of it. I use it to gum it. You can use a soft gum if you want to, but I've stopped using it because this one is the perfect one. This one is the best. If you use this strong one for the lining, you get a good result, better than soft gum. So now what I will do, how to sew it, I'll just open it like this, pick my lining like this, and I will place it on top. And I will sew from this starting point now. I will sew it all around. I'll just sew it like this with 1/2 inch. I'll just sew it equal like this till this end now and bring it to show you. Okay, so I just finished sewing it round now. You see what I have here? See what I have here? This is the front, the fabric. Now how to iron it? I will turn it out. Now this is my, you see my this thing? You see the sewing allowance? I will just push it like this. You lap it like this. I see that is that 1/2 inch that I sew. I'll just lap it like this now and turn it out. This way you can iron it better, faster. So if you use it like this, you can iron it perfectly. This one will not give you stress. So you just keep catching the 1/2 inch, the allowance that you sew inside with the gum stay, just catch it like that all through. As you're doing it, you're arranging this other side. The gum stay is helping me now to catch it very well. You see all this. You see how I line it together like this. So you keep catching it like that. So I will iron it all through like this and show you what's next. So now I finish ironing this thing. See the back, see the way it is. I see now. I just iron it round. Now it's normal for lining to rumple at the back like this because it's gum style that I use. But you see the fabric, the Ankara, you don't use gum style on it. That is why I use S-style, so that it will not rumple in front. And because I shift this lining upward, so you will see that there will be excess. Some part will fold like this. It's normal. Because I cut it equal before turning it, and now shift it to the upper part to get the down neat. So I'm going to trim out this excess at the zipper line first. Then I will take it to the machine and turn this zipper allowance like this. I will just fold it like this, the same way that I iron. See my line, the ironing line. I'll just fold it like this. And sew it and turn it out. The same thing to this side. Then I will now run thread to catch this one out. I'll bring it to show you. Okay, so I just finished turning the zipper allowance. See how it is. So it's normal for you to have this excess because we push out this lining at the upper part. If you turn to the back, this is what you get. You see the linings. You have to pinch some side will rumple. Just thread on top like that. It's normal. Your peplum will still fit very well. The most important thing is for the front to be neat. So I'm going to trim out this excess right now. So you see how beautiful the peplum is. You see how it's standing. I'm sure if you try this method, you're going to tell me thank you later. It's very beautiful. So what I will do now, I'm going to notch the center of the flay. I will notch the center of the flay like this. And I have a half-length body that I'm going to attach this peplum to. If you don't know how to cut a bustier and also how to sew half length neatly like this, you see how it is. You can watch it on my channel. I have how to cut a bustier, how to sew half length bodies is on my channel. Just watch the video. You prepare your peplum and attach to it. You have a beautiful top. I have a sleeve there how you can cut and fix it. So I notch the center of the bodies like this. I'll pick the peplum and place it like so. I see now. I'm going to sew from this part now. I'll go to the machine and sew from this part to this zipper allowance. Then I will turn it this way and sew from this side to the zipper allowance. I'll bring it to show you. So I just finished joining the flay to the upper parts. You see how it is. And I also iron the allowance. I make sure the allowance is facing one side, the upper part, so that it will smooth very well. So you see how it is in front. I also iron the front. See how beautiful it is now. I'm going to fix a zipper now to it. I've been fixing zip, different one on my channel, but I'm going to show you the reason why is every style have a method of fixing zip. So how to fix zip on a peplum for it to fit very well, I'm going to show it to you now. Let me show you something else for beginners. Whenever I'm cutting a peplum, I always remain allowance, because we are dealing with ladies. Sometimes when they are happy, they will add weight. When they are sad, they will lose weight. Now, the upper part has allowance inside. If your measurement is not correct, you can expand it. But this peplum has no allowance at all. So what I normally do, I always remain some inches, like 1 inch this side, 1 inch this side, apart from the zipper allowance. But this person now, what I have here, just like ½ inch this way, ½ inch this way, because I've been sewing for this person for a very long time. I know she will not add weight now, so this ½ inch is okay for me, plus the zipper allowance. Thank you. To fix a zipper on a peplum top, this zip now, they call it a big invisible zip. It's not the English invisible zip. This one is for native. So now that I've finished turning this part now, the zipper allowance that I have here is 1 inch, and I've already ironed it like this now, so I know the line to follow. So I'll pick my zip like this. You know that this is the front. You place it. Because it's open zip, the person is going to zip it down all through. So I will check the length at the down part where I want the zip to stop. So I will leave like 1 inch or 3/4 at the down part like this. So I will push out the remaining one at the upper part. Just hold my zipper like this. I'll follow the line. I'll make sure I check the line where to sew. So I'll keep following the line. This line now, I'll place it at this zipper allowance. Now, because it's Flay, that's why I said I need to fix the zip for you to see. I cannot use the same 1 1/2 inch because this side is smaller than the down part. So if you use the same 1 1/2 inch, you find out that when you turn your zipper, you see excess. Even though when I was cutting it, I've already removed the 1 1/2 inch for the zipper board, but you still need to push it this way. If this side is 1 inch, this side needs to be up to 2 inches. So you just push it out like this, so that you will not have excess, for your blouse to fit very well. Because of the plastic at this age here, you find out that the machine is somehow difficult to catch it. So you have to stitch it again and again for your zipper to be strong. Okay, it's okay now. It's good like this. Now bring this side like this now. I'll hold it like this. The same size that I use here. The same 2 inches. I'm going to mark it like that. And place my zipper like this. Now when I'm sewing it, I will also be conscious of the joining here. You check the joining and also check the down part, make sure it's equal here. So I think I'm good to go now. I'll just sew it like this. So I'll keep going, and as I'm going, I'll be checking the joining here, so that the two joining will rhyme together. So as you're sewing, you're checking the joining. You see the both joining, you have to make it equal. Let the joining align together. So you keep checking the allowance, you follow the line. Make sure the both allowance are equal. Now the next thing is to be checking the upper part. You have to check it to make sure it's equal. So the next thing to do to make it neat, I will have to fold this allowance like this. This is how you get a good finishing. You don't leave it like this straight, because if you leave it like this, because it's flay, it will be showing in front. Are you seeing now? This extra will be showing in front because it's flay. So you have to fold it in like this and top stitch it this way. So if you watch, you see the difference between this and this now. I will also fold in this one also. Just give it a V shape like this. So see how it is now. I'm going to turn it to the front. Now the next thing to do is to knit this upper part. I will open the zip like this. I can cut a little from it and just flip this one this way. I see now, and balance it this way for it to be neat, and top stitch it. So see how the zip is now. If you want a better neat sewing, like this side is pink, the pink is showing here, you can use a pink thread to top stitch it instead of the blue. But since it's the back and it's high neck, I don't have any problem with it. Now look at the line, how neat it is. They are lined together, and this part is also equal. So this is how you fix zip on a peplum. Thank you so very much. Please like and share my video. I want to see your comments. Thank you so very much. See you in my next video.